All right. Welcome to the Collective Podcast, episode 23. Can you believe it's been 23? Sheesh.
Yeah, honestly, I completely forgot that you guys did 20 episodes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna celebrate 30, or are you guys gonna do that at like 50?
Ooh, I think
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Because then technically the halfway mark for like 50 would have been like 25 episodes to celebrate, and then 50 would be like the next one.
52. There's 52 weeks in a year.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a year of podcasts.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe we should do something special for 52, a year's worth of podcasts.
I mean, I don't know if you want. I forgot, when did you start? When was episode 1?
When? Sometime last year.
Right? I was gonna say, because then you can put like that, like the start, like the anniversary for it in the same, not technically the same day, but you could mush it for 50 and celebrate it as like 50th episode and also like / anniversary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then, like, you know, next year, like the year after that, next year, you guys could probably have like a separate one, but you know what I mean? Like, because it's gonna be 50 episodes, so that's a lot of episodes, dude.
That is a lot of episodes. We strive for consistency.
Yeah.
Also quality.
I hope there's quality.
Well, I mean, I haven't had any technical difficulties thus far. I think everything is going smoothly. Plus, I'm both recording and doing this live on Twitch.
So you are separate recording. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that because the shit was fucking up last time. And just in case the shit fucks up again, I'll have the backup so I can just send it to Jordan. That way he can upload it.
Oh, okay, cool beans. That sounds like.
Because he said he did that all the time anyway, and I was like, wait, that's actually like 5-head.
5-head?
Very 5-head.
I never thought about that. I usually have my stream just set up to automatically record.
Well, yeah, it has the VODs, and that's how he used to get them off my channel. But then because all the VODs kept breaking up because I was lagging so bad.
Yeah, that one was sad.
Yeah, it sucked. It's alright. We conquer, we overcome. Oh, speaking of which, I'm dropping frames right now.
Yay!
Yay, recording. Get fucked, OBS. Anyway. Welcome to Collective Podcast, episode 23. I'm your host with the most, Weezus. With me, as always, is Erlynbebe the Queen.
Hello. Hope everyone ate.
Erlynbebe, you've been playing Horizon. How's that going? Without any spoilers?
I just started. So, like, I can't even spoil anything. I just started, like, the second mission. Like, the second official main quest.
I was watching your stream last night, and you were like, oh, I'm probably going to do, like, a short, like, 3-hour stream.
That's what I planned for.
Then you were like, maybe I'll go for 4. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then I did go for 4. You streamed for, like, 5.5 hours or some shit.
Was it 5?
Yeah.
I only extended it because technically the first hour of my, like, if you check like the VOD, because I went back and watched it, it is about like a whole hour of just chatting. So there wasn't an actual, so I was like, let me just extend the actual stream if I can. So that way there is like 3 hours or so of gameplay, like I said, like I had wanted. So I extended it because it was just a whole freaking hour of just chatting. Which I felt bad because I was like, you know, everyone's gonna like want to go back and, you know, probably like if they want to watch the VOD, like they're gonna be stuck watching like a whole hour of just chatting, which you can skip, you know. But I was just, you know, so felt bad because I did technically like live, but I also technically didn't. I did stream 3 hours of gameplay. I just added an hour of just chatting.
That's fine.
I guess it was 5 hours. I don't know.
That's alright. One time, what was it? It was like a week or 2 ago. I tuned into this guy that I watch. And he was like, oh, I'm going to be playing games later. And he never did. He streamed he streamed for 7 hours, and he reacted the entire time. But it was good reacting. I'm not going to complain.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually entertaining. But he just kept going and going and going, and people were like dink donking him in chat. They were like, time to play games, and he was like, shut up, I'm still watching videos. It was fun.
Shut up, I'm still watching videos.
Yeah. It was just like dink donk, game time.
Oh.
But yeah.
Honestly, I could see how like you would, not you, but like as a streamer, like you as a streamer would 100% have like a plan, and then you might just, derail off of that, and like all of a sudden the whole entire situation is entirely different.
It happens.
I mean, it happened to me. I wasn't planning to, stream just chatting for a whole hour, so
yeah.
That was crazy.
I don't know if like bigger streamers like come up with their own schedule, or if they like if they like have someone that does that for them. Like they figure out what's gonna get views, and they do a bunch of number crunching, and they're like, okay, you're gonna do this on stream. Like their manager.
They probably do, because I mean, I don't know.
Obviously, that's kind of lame. Not gonna lie.
I guess, like, you have a manager at some point, yeah, especially when you have, like, you start making brand deals, you need a manager, and then you're going to need, like, a lawyer behind you, so you need, like, a small team to help you out, so that way you're making money without, losing anything from it. So it makes sense, because I have, like I said, I don't know, like what your, like, your, I don't want to say sub, like, your follow, like what you watch on, Twitch is, like who you follow. I have quite a couple like League players. A couple of them, they only strictly play League. A couple of them streamed, what was it? Resident Evil Village 8, Resident Evil 8 when it came out. They played that. So they planned to play that even though they only strictly stream League. And then a couple of them started streaming Elden Ring, even though their content is 100% based on League.
Yeah.
But they did it. Like, they probably do plan it. I do assume, though, some of them are playing those games because they want to. And they're like, if I'm going to play it, might as well stream it. Because, they have the viewers for it. But I wouldn't doubt that some of it might be planned, like with a team.
I'm sure for the most part, it's like a lot of freedom, like you're just like, okay, I have a schedule, but I can choose to like not do that if I want to. Like, say if a game like surprise drops that week, they're like gonna just tell everybody like, hey yo, I know we spent a lot of time putting this together, but I'm playing this game like for the next month.
Yeah, just strictly this is what's happening. I could see it. I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, like, in those situations, you kind of still, even with that, you still have to technically plan out a schedule, because you don't want to, I don't want to say, like, ignore, like, your core audience, because, like I said, like, or even like Apex streamers, like they strictly only play Apex. You don't want to entirely like ignore that side of the community, because that's how you grew in the first place, So like, of course it's like half and half. Like half people are like, I don't really care to watch you play any other type of game. I have other people I watch to do that. And then the other half is like, I just enjoy watching the streamer play anything because I like the streamer. Like, people like the streamer, but sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, they watch that streamer specifically for that type of content that they provide on that game. So,
yeah,
I would say if they have a team, they probably are working with something, especially if it's like a sponsored thing. But they probably, I don't know, maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, because, I watch people. Let me pull up my Twitch right now so I can give, like, examples and shit.
See what I have.
I mean, like, this is the only guy on Twitch that really does this. I mean, I'm sure there's others, but, like, he's probably the biggest. I watch Hassan mainly for, like, politics.
Oh, Yeah, I know Hassan. He popped up on my YouTube out of nowhere, and I was like, "What the?" I was like, I enjoy his videos. I'm like, I don't know half the stuff he's talking about, but I'm like, I'm here for it. I enjoy what you're giving me.
Yeah, yeah, he's enjoyable to watch. I watch him for like political stuff, and then I watch like Imperi Hall for Apex, and Asu and Nick Merckx. I watch all them for Apex.
Yeah.
Who else? I've been watching a lot of Myth recently. Has he started?
Like mythology stuff?
No, Myth. He's a streamer. He played.
Okay. I was confused for a second. Okay,
yeah, he
never
played
mind.
for TSM for a very long time, like the last 3 years. But now he's out of them. But yeah, he does like variety. His main focus is like competitive first person shooters. So like he popped off like in the Fortnite days, and then like he just plays anything from like Valorant to Apex to what the fuck. He played a lot of Halo when that came out. Right now he's playing Elden Ring. So like there are people that have their like core audience, and then they can diverge and do a little bit like of a variety. But I like those kind of streamers that aren't just like glued to their content.
Yeah, I like to that one specific genre.
Like I know I've been following Tyler One for like fucking 5 years.
Everyone likes him. I guess I'm like the only. I don't like watching. Like I've watched him, and like when he's playing the game, it is fun. But I'm not the kind of person that I enjoy watching rage. Like people that rage. Like I don't mind if you get upset, but like his whole entire thing is just raging and like malding and just going, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't. It's not like it is okay. I hate to be that person that's like, it's just a game. Honestly, it is. I get it though. I like to win too, but it is just a game. Like, stop. Like, it is your job, but like, you can't. I don't know how it's like he has the best mental, at least I want to say, because he could still keep playing game after game after game for like 7 hours and still rage. I'd be like done. I don't have the mental to sit there and lose after, you know.
This guy sits there and plays ranked league for 12 hours a day,
literally, and angry.
He's been doing it for like 10 years. So
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he has the best mental because he can sit. He has the patience to sit there and stay angry like that.
Yeah.
I don't have that in me. After, like, if I start losing and I lose 3 games in a row, I'm like, I'll play one more. If I lose that game, I'm getting off. I don't want to touch it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I know at that point I'm starting to get frustrated, or I'll play like a different game mode in that game if they have it. I don't know how that man does it. I can't watch him because he makes me mad. And I'm like, I don't want to be mad with you. I don't. I can't do that.
Together. I'm here to be.
Yeah, like that. I'm not a ride or die. Okay,
I am not entertained right now.
I am not. 100%. I am not.
I'm the opposite. I find the malding funny, and I originally followed him like a long time ago because I saw like a YouTube compilation of like him
with him in it.
Of like, huh?
With him in it.
Yeah, like he was in there, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" And I clicked on the video, and it was just him like playing random games. Like he was more variety back in the day, as more than he is now. But like he was just playing random games, and like his girlfriend would pull pranks on him, and he would scream at her, and then like he would just like rage at games and shit. It was just funny. And I was like, oh, he's on Twitch. Let me watch him on Twitch. So I followed him.
Nice.
So
I like finding people like through compilation videos or
yeah. I mean, right now the main way I find people is if they're like networking with like other streamers. Like, I watch a lot of OTK, all that whole gang, and like they'll be like, "Oh, I'm streaming something or doing IRL with like their friends," and then like a random guest that they just so happen to hit up. They're just like, and I'm just like, oh, who is this guy or girl? And I'm just like, oh, they're pretty funny. They're pretty cool. I think I'd like their stream, so I follow them.
Yeah, I've done that before. Although I hate when, like, I enjoy the streamer when they're with friends or, like, other people. because I like them in a group setting rather than by themselves. But I also am like that. Like, I'm also like, I still like you, so I still stay. But it is a lot more fun, especially for like a game like League or whatever. I feel like you need, or like Valorant, like when you guys all play together. It's not that you can't play by yourself, you know, but like it's definitely even when you're still losing, you're still playing with your friends. I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit more entertainment on that.
Yeah. I mean, there's just certain people that are just like enjoyable to be around no matter what. And then there's just people that work better when they're in like their dynamic, like
with the friends and everything.
Yeah, because
I know I'm like that.
Yeah, I think S-Fan is super funny, but I think his element is like when he's like doing IRL streams and he's just out in public just fucking with people. Not like pranking them. He would just say things that would confuse people, but it makes sense to the chat. So it's like a halfway inside joke.
Oh, like everyone else is in on it, but the public,
Yeah, he just walk around conventions and just say random stuff to people, and it would just confuse them, and then the chat would just Pepe laugh.
I would probably be one of those people, like, in the background, too, like, being like, what is this? What does he say? What?
What's he talking about?
What? Like, I point at him, too, I'd be like, did you hear him? You didn't hear him? I'd be like, I'm gonna repeat it. I need everyone to know what this man is saying. Ow! Okay, I'm fine.
Is there any like streamer that you only like watching them play one specific thing of content?
Yes.
You can't watch them play a game, but you'll watch them do anything IRL, or you can't watch them IRL, or you only watch them play games. Something like that.
I do have a couple streamers that I'm like that with, although I have enjoyed like separate, like, you know, like other content that they have streamed or like done. I don't have a problem with it. I do prefer them, you know, in that game or setting that I found them in. So I tend to realize that I do tab out from their streams a lot more if they're streaming something else than usual. But I leave it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm leaving it open. I just mute the actual tab, but I leave the volume on. But I think Twitch changed the rules because I saw like a post or something like that, where like after like 15 minutes of inactivity, you won't count as a viewer anymore. So like, I guess or something like that. I forgot. I have to like check. But I was like, that's so stupid because I like watching. You know what I mean? And like that sucks for like the streamer because imagine how many people, you know, are being counted as a viewer, but like because they're being inactive, like it just won't, you know? I don't know. But I felt bad, so like now I try and like stay in the stream or like maybe do something or I don't know, redeem stuff. But I do have a lot of streamers that I do that with. I'm like, I feel bad because I'm like, I want to support you, but I didn't like you playing this game. I'm sorry. Go back to this game.
Try again next time. Play something else.
Yeah, or like I'll sit there and I'll be like, I know you're live, but I'm gonna go and watch one of your VODs because I want to watch the other stuff, not this stuff.
She comes into my stream. She's like, I like the old Weezy better, and then she's just like, I'm gonna go watch your old VODs.
I could do that.
That'll make me question my entire life.
You're gonna question everything you do.
Everything.
I will say that, I don't know, it feels nice to find a streamer that I can watch them play anything in, and they're not like strictly just stuck. Like I said, like I follow a bunch of like League streamers, and you have like Apex and all that. So it's like, probably even Valorant, but it's like I enjoy having variety streamers a bit more because you know what I mean. Like they're playing.
Yeah.
It's a variety.
I still prefer variety. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I enjoy watching those games, but I know that I'm not watching them the way most people are probably watching those same people. I'm like, I'm here, but I still enjoy like, I don't know. I like watching scary games. Like I do, but I don't like watching it live I like watching it on a YouTube video because if I feel like the tension's getting too much, I could just skip ahead and like maybe see what the jump scare is, possibly because I'm skipping so fast, I'm scrubbing through it. And if it's not that bad, then I'll go back to where I was and just let it play through. I can't live because I can't. It's like watching a scary. Like I can't watch a scary movie either. I'm usually. I'm fidgeting in my seat a lot, or like I'm getting up and pacing, or like I'll leave the room, but I'm staying close enough that I can still hear the TV and like maybe peek to like see it still. Wait, I can't watch. It's usually only like high tension moments, like all like the suspense builds and all that. I can't.
You get anxiety from scary movies?
Yeah, I this is why I don't play scary games. This is exactly the. I don't like it. It hurts my heart. Huh. Even like the demo I played on Halloween, I only played that demo because I'd seen a YouTuber play that game. So I technically knew what to do, and I also technically knew what was going to happen, but I still didn't like what was happening, even though I knew what was going to happen, because I was like, I saw it, I don't want to experience it, but I had to experience it, so like, it hurt my chest. I got like both of my shoulder, like sometimes, I don't know if you get it, like when you're really tense, your shoulders like cramp. I got a cramp in my shoulders because of how tense I was being. I can't. So that's why like it's really stupid. I hate doing it. I don't like watching scary movies. I can, but I don't. Same with like I said for scary games. I do the same thing. So like that's why I scrub through it. Or like if I don't feel like scrubbing through it, I'm pacing a shit ton and I have like my eyes covered and I'll peek at the TV or whatever. It's really stupid. I can't do it.
Yeah, I think scary stuff's entertaining to watch.
Sometimes.
Especially like you said with like YouTube videos, because you get to see you don't really feel alone when you're watching somebody play a scary game. It's like you're going through the same thing with that person.
Yeah. And like they're editing it, so like obviously like they gotta cut out a lot of the uselessness. Like wandering, yeah. Which is why, like I said, I was gonna do like Horizon or whatever. I like that. That's why like I can't also watch people playing some RPGs. So like Resident Evil, I know like Resident Evil 7, the 7 when they were like Ethan was in the house or whatever with the mold, the mold in the basement and all that stuff, whatever. Yeah. I knew people were streaming it. I didn't want to watch it live. So I waited
I will wait till YouTube videos come out.
I did. I waited for Markiplier to come out with it. Like, and I think it was like a week. I think it was like a whole week, maybe. I don't remember. I remember it was like a little while before he like released like the first episode, like the first part for the series, like before, like when it came out. And I was like, thank God I was waiting. I was like, I don't want to watch anybody else. Just give me my video. Oh God. Because when you play like, especially like that game, you can cut straight to finishing the puzzle. Not really, you know what I mean? Like not sitting there struggling for 10 minutes or 20, versus like, obviously it's probably still fun watching it live and seeing that struggle, but I don't know. I get frustrated. I don't even like,
You're like, it's right there. It's right there. What are you?
Oh my God, that bothers me because I hate
watching the dumbest in a horror movie, like open the closet, and you're like, don't open the closet, don't open the closet. Okay, you're dead. You're dead.
Literally, that's how I feel when I'm doing puzzles, because I'm like, I know if I was watching myself, like I was watching this person doing this puzzle, I know what to do, but I'm doing the puzzle, I feel blind. I don't know what I'm doing. And like, I'll sit there and like, once it comes to me, I'm like, I'm so fucking stupid. Yeah. It was just turn this thing or like flip it that way or like take it and push it into this spot or whatever. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I'm like that with like any puzzle game. I'm just like, how the fuck do I not know that?
Yeah, I know. And like once you get it, it's like, that's so freaking easy. Why did I overthink it or whatever? Ugh, I hate it.
I do that all the time. Every time I play Portal, that happens.
Oh my God. I remember my friend had Portal. I think I said this before. I don't remember if I told you, because you guys were playing Portal. My friend wanted me to play Portal with them, but I refused to because it's a puzzle game. Like puzzle platform, but like mostly a puzzle game, Yeah. I refused to. And then you guys were playing it, and I got really upset. I was like, You guys were like, it's so easy once you know what you're doing. I'm like, no, it's not. I know it's not. People were complaining when the game came out. And even now they still say that Portal has like really great puzzles because of how everything is set up. Don't lie to me. Don't do this. I didn't ask for a lie. All right. You've played this game probably like 10 times.
Easily.
I'm gonna sit here. Yeah, like now it's easy because you guys have replayed it like a billion times, so you know exactly what to do. But I promise you, if this is your first run, you can't. No, it's not easy. When
I played the first Portal, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Right? I didn't think it was hard. I just never played a game like that before. Mm-hmm. I was just like, it took me a while, and then Portal 2 came out, and I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. But the puzzles in Portal 2 are not only are they like harder, but they're different.
Yeah, especially because it's set up to be played as like multiplayer, so... Well, co-op, not multiplayer.
Yeah, well, even the story mode had like a bunch of new aspects, like the gel that makes you move faster or bounce.
GLaDOS was really trying to kill you guys. I don't know why. Like, your bots, I don't know if they explain, like, what you are, as far as I'm aware of, like, you're just a robot.
No, there's a lot of YouTube videos about the lore of, like, Portal. Apparently all Portal, Half-Life, and, like, a bunch of Valve games in general, they're all interconnected into the same universe. Mm-hmm. There's YouTube videos that talk about it.
I remember somebody explaining... I forgot what it was called. The friend, like the companion box, I think it was, or whatever. Like the little heart on it. And like inside, I remember somebody like talking about it because like I remember watching a different video of like people were like, because a different game had an Easter egg. Yeah, like miss a game. Yeah, it was Game Theory that talked about it. But I was watching a different game that referenced, like, you know, like I said, like an Easter egg of the companion box from Portal. Well, Portal 2, I think it was. And, like, they're like, this is my best friend. I don't want to have to, like, kill you or, like, burn you or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't understand. Why would you? It's a box. I was wrong. I watched Game Theory.
Reference.
It was literally, I was like, why would you burn the box? Like, what? So I was trying, I Googled it when I searched it in YouTube and, like, I watched the video. I was like, oh my God, what? And, like, they were like, if you guys catched it, like, if you have the subtitles or whatever, obviously if you're listening, you can hear it, but they're like, if you catch it, you can hear GLaDOS explaining exactly, like, what's in the box, like with very subtle, like, terms or whatever. And I was like, holy shit. It's not, like, alive, but, like technically I was like, oh my God, what is this game? I thought this was a puzzle game. This is so dark. It's a box. It shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, this game, I don't know, to me, from how it looked, it shouldn't have felt that dark, but it was. And it blew my mind over just, like, me finding this one little Easter egg from a different game paying homage to this game. I was like, am I going to go down a rabbit hole? Was it Portal? No, I forgot. I could probably, like, Google it and figure it out, but it was...
Black Mesa or Half-Life.
Yeah, it was one of their other games, and, like, they were, like, you know, it was, like, because it's their game, so they tossed an Easter egg in. It was something like that. I thought it was really cute, because it was, like, you could pick it up for, like, a trophy, and, like, the trophy actually referenced, like, I think GLaDOS' line or something like that about it.
Yeah.
Or, like, I guess the achievement you would get from Portal 2 for, you know, tossing the box in the fire or whatever. I was like, what the heck is going on? What is happening? It's such a dark game. Oh my God. I should probably look up what your character actually is. Because from how they show it, like, you're just two robots, but I guess, like, technically you're not.
Well, that's in the co-op. In the main story, you're this girl. You're this girl named Shell.
That's her name? Shell?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to say, I was like, because, like, Wheatley is in Portal 2, even when you play with, like, co-op. So I was confused. Well, you know, he's kind of, like, I guess, talking in the background, I think. I don't know. The game is weird. I can see why, like, a lot of people want them to, like, continue the story, but I feel like it's also been really long. And it might have, like, a Borderlands 3 type of vibe.
There's, like, a consistency with Valve games where they only make 2 of them.
Yeah, I saw that. People are like, yeah, they only make 2, so don't expect anything from this company. They will not give you what you want.
That was, like, the whole conspiracy for the last 10 years. They were like, Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Nope. That's how I remember. Yeah, people were like, "Oh my god, Half-Life 3," but it would turn out it was like that VR game for like one of the characters. Alex. Yeah, like yeah. Alex or something like that. Yeah, I was like, I felt like I feel bad for this community.
Oh, hold on, my fucking mom's calling me. All right. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. Good, comfy.
Forgot what we were talking about. Oh,
Alex. From Half-Life. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played any Half-Life games. I probably should. I heard they're good.
That's what I heard too. Especially like for the lore. I can totally understand why people would want them to continue. Because they have created like really memorable games with like, and you can tell like it's a rich world. There's so much more that they could add to and like confirm or like deny if they chose to, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like maybe at this point they're kind of like, we shouldn't continue with Half-Life because it's been so long. Like I said, it might be like a Borderlands 3 situation where like the gameplay or like the game might be good, but it might not, you know what I mean? Like it might not compare follow up to and like give what, you know, people expect from that game. Okay, yeah, you can definitely walk across my keyboard. Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I think they're like either working on like a new Valve game, like a completely new story, or they're gonna make like Black Mesa 2 or something.
Oh, they probably could do like Black Mesa, yeah.
Because they only made one of those games.
Honestly, I think anything at this point would probably be preferable to like just the complete and utter silence that they've been giving.
People will play it no matter the fuck what. Even there's like a bunch of like cool like Valve Easter eggs in the I don't know. You've never messed around in VR, have you?
No. I had like a little VR headset. I forgot what I did with it, but I don't really play VR because most of the games are either scary games or like little like shooter games or whatever.
If you don't like watching a horror movie on TV.
Yeah, I don't want it like that close in front of my eyes.
Holy shit. Good.
I remember I watched Markiplier play a couple games VR and I was like, I know. I think they put Outlast in VR and that bothered me so much because I was like, you're telling me that somebody out there thought that this was a good idea and people actually bought the game again to play with it in their face? I'm sorry. I'm not that much of a masochist. I like myself. I don't want to put myself through that kind of torture. Like, oh, it's like, it's literal, like, actual first-person POV. You know? Like, they might give you POV, like, first-person POV when you play it on the screen. Like, that's genuine, like, you're there. Oh, yeah, no, lay down. Yep. Are you comfy? Yeah, that's my mouse pad. I need that. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I had the HTC Vive for a little bit.
You like it?
Oh, it was fucking... I mean, it's outdated now. There's headsets that are way better than it now, but like when I had it, it was blowing my fucking mind how fucking realistic it all was. I couldn't believe it. I was not like a week or two ago, I was like researching VR again so I could try and get back into it. But they said there's two competitors right now, and it's the Oculus Meta Oculus 2? Meta 2, whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
It's the one where you gotta connect to Facebook. And
yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
There's like a lot of like pros and cons to that. And then there's also the Valve Index. And one of the main things is the Valve Index is very old. Like, it came out 3 years ago. And there's, like, a lot of malfunctions that goes on with its hardware. It's not really as lightweight as the Meta. But also, it can connect to your Steam, and it can...
Sounds nicer.
Yeah, you can play all kinds of games. Well, for me, at least, I can play all kinds of games that I already have. There's
Oh, I completely forgot. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I remember, I think you sent me the video for like the little Steam PSP.
Oh, the Steam Deck.
Does that VR would the VR work for that or no? I feel like it wouldn't. It wouldn't make sense to, but I don't know. Just in case you want to play it on the go.
Play VR on the go.
Well, because I know like some games, like you can, use your room, like the actual space, as like to walk around using the VR in. But they also have it set up with the controls where like you can just use the controls to like turn yourself around or walk forward. So, I figured maybe like that could be a thing. I don't know. Like it sounds like a good idea, but then like now that I'm saying it, like it doesn't sound like a good idea.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. But I don't think VR works for the Steam Deck yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do it or what their plan is, but as of right now, I don't think so.
Well.
Yeah, I want to get back into VR eventually. Because it was so cool when I used it before. I was sad when it broke.
That's one of us then.
I was like messing around on like Google Earth. I was like,
is that a Google Earth?
Yeah, Google Earth VR, so you could just like see the world around you.
Seriously? Damn.
It was nuts.
That sounds nice. You just go anywhere.
They had this program called the Lab too that was really cool. It's made by Valve. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh, I know what Lab. I know what you're talking about. Wait, do I know what you're talking about? I feel like I know what you're talking about. Is it like when you're trapped in like that little like room? You gotta press buttons on like the desk or whatever.
It's kind of like that. It's like
I can't remember.
It's like a VR demo made by Valve for the Steam VR thing that they set up. But it's cool. There's like portal simulations. There's like mythical simulations. Like there's one, and it's not really scary, but it's scary compared to the rest of the stuff. You're like in this house, and then this guy is sitting there, like polishing his glasses and something, and then he says a bunch of stuff to you, and then you're just like looking around. You're hearing like crickets outside, and you're hearing like owls flying overhead, and you're just like looking around, and there's like stuff falling off the shelves, and then right at the end, there's this, you hear like stomping, like boom, 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 and it's getting closer, and you see this like giant like dragon Diablo type creature just rip the roof off of the little hut that you're in and just go raw right inside. When I saw that, I was like, "Yo, that shit was crazy." It felt like that was happening to the house that I was in. I was like, "What the fuck?" It was crazy. And then I tried to get my friends to do it. And they quit halfway through. As soon as before the guy even started talking, they were like, "Yep, nope." Then they exited it. They're like, "I'm not doing that." I'm like, "Oh, come on, do it. You haven't even seen the dragon yet." And they're like, "Dragon? Fuck no, I'm not doing that." I'm like, "Oh, come on." Dude, I'd get into VR if I had it again.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like it. I don't, it's not my thing. I don't know.
It is very intense.
Yeah, I'm not about that life. I like to stay as chill as possible.
Yeah.
Well, I say that, but anything that doesn't give me a heart attack, at least.
So no energy drinks?
No, I've had them before, but I mean, if I'm just gonna have a shit ton of caffeine, I might as well just keep drinking my Pepsi,
Pepsi.
I mean, they both have, granted, yeah, energy drinks have like that extra thing that's supposed to give you like a boost of energy or whatever the heck that chemical is. But it still just has a shit ton of caffeine in it, so it's like, if I want to still be hyped up and hyper, I'll just drink a whole bottle of Pepsi. You know, like it gives me the same effect at least. As like I still get hyper off of a ton of caffeine and sugar, so I don't necessarily like need an energy drink, but I don't know. They also don't always taste good to me. That I'll just drink like a coffee. I'll be awake. I'll be awake. I have no.
I recently stopped like making sugary coffee, like putting a bunch of like creamer and sugar in it. I just drink it black now.
Well, you're adopted.
Whoa. Capital D colon.
Oh my god.
You're right there?
She squatted down and pissed. And as soon as I yelled, she just kept, like, she made hard eye, like, just full eye contact. We stared at each other and kept peeing. Oh my god.
You need to go clean it up?
Yeah, I'll clean it up later. It's in the same spot that Nugget used to pee in, so like I can get why, because there's probably still like a smell of it there, but like she hasn't ever, you know what I mean? So she's just being an asshole recently. I'm not about abuse, but I like to say it because I need to say it because otherwise I can't like be angry otherwise. But I don't want to punch her in the throat sometimes. But I know I'm not. I know I'm not capable of that because I hate spanking her. I don't like. I hate it. She like cowers like so like. I don't like. It makes me so uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm not killing you. Please stop doing. You're making me. I don't know. Maybe she's doing it on purpose. I doubt it. But like, I'm like, I want to just regular punish you. But like, you don't even, like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes dogs, most of the time, they'll just stop what they're doing as soon as they get caught. She just kept doing it. So it's like, at this point, I know you're doing it on purpose. We're making eye contact. Like, no blinking, full stare, and you still do it. It's on purpose. That's it. You threw down some fighting words, and now we're fighting. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why I yell at them that they're adopted. But apparently, I'm being mean to them by my mom's standards. But I'm like, it's the truth. Do you want me to lie to them? They're adopted. And she's being a bitch. Like, I'm still gonna feed her freaking treats later when I decide to have, like, a little, like, training session. But it don't matter. I can't believe she did that.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
I want to fight her.
My cat was, like, a couple weeks into, like, peeing on things before I got him fixed. Now he doesn't do it no more.
Yeah. I
don't know. You got older dogs though, right?
No, she's only a year old. When we got her, she was she was just neutered, so she was still wearing. Well, they put a diaper on her.
They put a diaper on a dog?
Well, when they brought her to us, they put a diaper on her because. And she still has the same problem now. So she was wearing a diaper and they gave us a towel. She can't handle being in a car. It gives her like motion sickness. So she drools or she'll throw up. And at the time, she would also pee. So they put a diaper on her when they gave her to us because we had to drive her home. So we took off the diaper, but it was just a matter of like, you know, nobody wants to be peed on and have throw up on them at the same time. And then extra drool. But she didn't have any problems peeing, which is why I'm saying, like, before I was telling you, like, about her pooping. I don't know what her problem is. Like, it's not it can't be an attention thing because I smother her now in love because she asks for it. And I don't know why, but she does. So I don't know what this is for. And I know it's not marking her territory because she's bigger than Cody and she has no problems, like, dominating him and, like, just shoving him into the floor and, like, walking away. Which I give her props for that because good for her. Whatever. But my dad, you know, would pit me against my sister and my cousins. So, like, honestly, a winner is a winner. I'm not gonna be upset about it. I'll take it, you know. You won. he'll get up and try and go after her again, but I'm like, Cody, you need to just stop. Sit down.
Just sit there, take the L.
Yeah, literally.
And you'll get him next time.
And that's the thing, like, he definitely thinks that he'll win. I don't know why he just doesn't try and not fight with her, because he'll sit there and he is smaller, I want to say a good, I don't know, maybe not entirely half her size, but maybe a little bit small. If she's a small, he's an extra small, but he's chunky. So he's technically a small dog size, but he's an extra small, so he's a teacup. She's a Pomeranian mix, so she's just bigger than him. The problem is he's so stupid. I love him, but he's so stupid. He'll jump on her, and then all she has to do is stand on her hind legs and then just sit on him. So that's what I'm saying, just, you know what I mean? Like you said, just put your pride aside, take the L. She's sitting on you, and she sat on him before, full just sat on him and then laid down. I'm like, bro, stop fighting. You lost. It's over. Just, that's it. That's it.
That's it.
I don't know about the peeing shit, but anything else, I'm kind of she's, in some aspects, she's the better dog. He runs into walls and he gets up and just keeps going. He's an actual, toddlers will fall while they're playing and get up and keep going most of the time.
Yeah.
That's him. He's, you know what I mean? Toddlers drunk adults, but a little bit smart. He's that, but still stupid, because you could throw the ball. You can throw the ball, and he's done it before where he'll chase after it and it's in a straight line. If it bounces anywhere, he can lose it, and then he'll come back to you for the ball, even though we just threw it. You saw me throw it. I saw me throw it. It bounced the left or the right, and he just loses it completely. So I'm like, this is exactly why you lose. Because you're like this. Can't believe she peed.
Happens.
No, it doesn't. That's the thing. This doesn't happen. It's happening. So technically now it happens. I'm gonna fight her so hard. She's not sleeping with me.
Oof. You done messed up now.
She pooped. Like I said, that's why I was technically we were both late, because you had to go to the bathroom. But that's why I was late, because she decided to poop, and then she decides to. Just note to self: I'm not saying you can't have a pet, but just be highly aware. They're shits. They're little shits. They're little kids, but smarter-ish, because they're food motivated. Especially Cody. You can't motivate a kid if the kid doesn't want to do it, so.
Yeah. I feel like that goes for adults, too.
Oh, 100%, yeah. You can't, you could probably motivate me if you're paying me. If you say, here's $5, do this thing, I'd probably do it because it's $5.
That is money motive.
I am money literally, like I said before. I will do just about anything for money. If you're telling me and you're going to pay me $200 to wash the dishes, don't worry about it. I got a dishwasher. I'm still washing the dishes. You don't need to know that information, though, but I'm just letting you know. I got you.
But there's a certain amount of money for certain things.
Oh, no, yeah. But, if it's chores or whatever, I don't mind taking just $5 with it, because I'll take that $5 and get some food. Which is probably definitely McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or Taco Bell.
Yeah. Because I know at my old job, they were not paying me enough for the bullshit I was doing.
Probably not.
No,
jerks.
That's why I left.
Sometimes I am lucky, but sometimes it just confuses me how some people can completely ignore the plight of others when they've had that same job. I know that you didn't some people do. They come in already as a manager. But for the most part, people tend to get the position after being,
Yeah.
lower rank. So like you can't sit here. You know what I mean? You can't sit here and like, like with your boss and like just like make eye contact with you and just be like, well, sucks to suck, do it. And like you can, but you know what I mean? Like you could still be nice about it in a way because you probably dealt with the same bullshit. There's no reason to be an asshole over it. I don't know. Maybe that's just being me because I can say that while not knowing 100%, but I don't know. I just feel like if you had the job, you should know how it feels to like have that shoved on you.
Yeah. I mean, if something needs to get done, something needs to get done. I mean, it's just like, sorry. But like, at the same time, you're right. There is like a certain way to go about things.
Right? Like, there's no need.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's definitely unnecessary. I don't. That and what was the other thing? Like, oh, and it's probably definitely happened to you. But like, bosses like calling you into work even though it's your day off or something like that because they didn't schedule correctly or like too many people called out or something like that.
No.
Okay.
I've never got called into work when I was supposed to not work.
Okay, so you had a better go of it than most people.
No, because I don't go off of like a schedule. Like I'm Monday to Friday, like no matter what.
Good for you, because I have friends and like family that's happened to them, and it's like a lot of them are learning better now. But a lot of them are like people pleasers, so they won't say no. But you can say no. You know what I mean? Like
I'd absolutely say no, especially if I had shit going on that day.
Yeah. And like I do agree. Like half the time, like if you're short staffed, no offense, and it's usually like the manager that obviously calls you in. It's like you make the schedule. It's not my fault that you didn't plan correctly, so you're short-staffed. Like, you gave too many people, obviously, a day off on the same day. I don't know why. That's your fault. Like, why would I have to come in? Like, it's my day off. Are you gonna pay me extra? Like, not just overtime, but extra for coming? Like, if you're not, I'm not coming in. I mean, yeah, no, you still get overtime because you are working.
You want more than overtime?
Yeah, it's my day. It's my day off, and you're asking me to come in and work. And God knows, like, let's say, like, yeah, like if it was my birthday, and you asked me to come in, and I said no, and you're like, you're gonna get overtime. I'm like, still no, you're gonna have to pay me extra to come. It's my freaking. I don't want to be at work on my birthday.
You're gonna have to pay me triple and below me too. That's
I'm sorry. Honestly, like or like sometimes they call people in on like holidays. That bothers me the most. I'm like, it's a holiday. Oh, I know you don't want to be at work, but I don't want to be at work. That's a definite for sure. So unless you're going to be paying me extra on a holiday, it's not happening. I'm sorry. It's you are in charge of the schedule. Not me. Not I. No, sir. No, ma'am. That's on you. It's your fault. You made a mistake. It's okay. You're human. So am I. And I'm not coming in. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's hard though, because I tend to be a people pleaser too, but like, not for a day off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, my time.
Fire me then. I'll have a ton of days off. I'll be okay.
At my last job, the same week I put my 2 weeks in was around Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
And they scheduled a mandatory Saturday that week on December 23rd on Saturday in 2018. I remember this.
Seriously?
Yeah, and they expected people to come in. They expected me to come in. I was like, I put my 2 weeks in on Monday.
Yeah, I'm leaving for a reason. Why would I come in when I'm trying to leave?
I was being a dick though. I didn't tell my supervisor I was leaving. Like HR knew, but I didn't tell him. I made it a point not to tell him.
I mean, are you supposed to let them know? Isn't that HR's job to let?
Well, it is HR's job to let them know,
right?
But everybody told me that it is a common courtesy to let your supervisor know that you're quitting.
No, of course, obviously.
I hate him, so I didn't.
I hate you. You're petty.
I was so petty, and I don't even care. I'm still waiting to like run into him in like a Wawa someday and be like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Saturday? I'll see you Saturday." Because because we were scheduled to come in. I was like, "I'm not fucking coming in." I didn't. I just didn't show up. I didn't say it. I didn't tell him I wasn't coming or anything. I just didn't go. And he was like, and one of the guys that showed up texted me. He was like, "Bro, there's 4 people here. This is fucked." I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh god.
Like usually we have like a staff of like 10 or 15 people.
Oh, that's so bad.
And 4 people showed up. That shit was nuts. And I was like,
but you see what I mean? Like
But I didn't care. I was quitting, and I was just like, and he dug into me that Monday. Oh my god, he was like, people want to just not come into work. You can go in, put your 2 weeks in right now. And he kept glancing over at me. I was like, what the fuck you looking at me for? He was like, why would I be looking at you?
He's like,
Mister, don't show up.
Well, okay, yeah.
And then that Thursday, which was my last week, he was like, Saturday, be there, don't be late. And I was like, I'll see you there. Didn't show up to that one either. I didn't show up to that shit either, boy. And bro, I wasn't there. Oh, I wish I was there to witness it.
Probably.
I heard my friend told me that Monday he was like he got his boss and his boss's boss there so that they could witness him chewing me out. And he was like, not only did that motherfucker not show up on that. Yes, he was trying to be so extra. And then he was like, not only was that motherfucker not there on Saturday, he's coming in late today. He's got another thing coming. He's got another thing coming. And then that's when my friend let him have it. He was like, he put in his 2 weeks 2 weeks ago, right? What?
I can't hear you. Oh no.
On Discord?
Cool.
But it's all good.
What happened?
It's all good because I'm recording this shit. We're good.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, OBS sucks. Hey, OBS, if you're listening, you suck. Fix your shit. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Just how like you were being petty.
Oh yeah. So he got my old boss. He got his boss and his boss's boss together so that he could like tear me a new one in front of them, and then my friend let him have it like right as he was like fuming. He was like, he quit, right? He put in his 2 weeks 2 weeks ago. And then they look at him, and then he's sitting there all embarrassed as shit.
God.
And then that's when they both realized, they were like, there's a lack of communication between HR and the ground floor.
Oh, definitely. If that's what's happening, 100%.
Yeah.
Still, I want to say, like, yes, it should be it is a common courtesy to say something, but genuinely, he still should have known. Like, you know what I mean? Like, regardless, he should be made aware because, like, you guys obviously need to fill those positions for a reason. You need people there. So, like, why would you not say something? Because, like, what was going to happen, like, 2 weeks later, some new guy's going to show up and you're like, he's going to be like, who the heck are you? It's like, I just got hired. He's going to be like, well, what happened to, I'm not going to say, like, your name, but, like, what happened to Weezy? It's like, he's gone. You know what I mean? It's like, say so, open your fucking mouth.
Dude, I knew guys that I worked with, they walked out, like, and never came back, like, on the job. In the
really?
Like, mid-shift, yeah. That shit happen all the time. Like I'm saying, like, you're either there for, like, 6 months or, like, 15 years. There's no in between.
Okay, I don't know if I could do 15 years.
There were guys that were there for, like, a long time.
Yeah.
Nuts.
I don't think that could be me.
No, I did. Like, how long was I there? I was there for a little bit less than 2 years.
Damn.
And then I quit to go do my current job.
Well, you'd like your current job more anyways, so...
Yeah, I can tolerate it a lot more.
A lot easier.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's easier. Like, we still work. But, it's better. It's like, it's weather dependent, and it's interesting. I get to operate more equipment. I feel like I actually make a difference in my job rather than doing what I was doing before. Because, like, when you're in a factory, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Just weld it, send it, weld it, send it, weld it, send it, weld it, send it, all day, every day, 8 hours. Sometimes 12, on weekends. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I do something different all the time at my job. All the time. Now, when it comes to...
never the same.
But when it comes to, like, sports, it gets kind of repetitive, because it's just like, okay, we gotta spray the fields, you know, make sure they're lined up for soccer. We gotta prep the ball fields for softball. That kind of gets monotonous, but, like, it's not bad.
Good.
We just do random things here and there. City work. It's pretty nice. I like it. Plus it is kind of, like, chill, because, like, on rainy days, we don't do shit. We get in trucks and we drive around. That's what we do.
You guys have nothing planned on rainy days?
We can't do anything on rainy days.
I don't know. I don't have your job, dude. I don't freaking know.
Like, we work outside. There's nothing to do when it's raining. They won't expect us to do shit in the rain. It's not like we're like Dish TV or something. It's not like there's like a quota. But like for like emergencies, like if a tree falls in the road in the city, then we're gonna have to work to get that thing out of the road to clear traffic. If the snow is a big deal. We have to clear sidewalks. That's like a must.
I'll be honest, I hate when the guy, like, I'm gonna say snow driver. I know that's not the actual, like, name.
People that operate the plows.
Yeah, like the plow driver or whatever. I want to fight them sometimes. I'm like, I saw the news. I got an email because I don't know why, but I get emails about the weather and, like, what's gonna happen. Y'all should have been here by 8 o'clock, and it's 10:30, and there's still snow outside. What is this? Excuse me?
Like,
what if I had something? Yeah, like, I don't have anything to do today, but what if I had something to do today? You messed up my plans because you decided to be late.
What if I've been going into labor? I can't.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. I may not be actually pregnant, but what if I actually was? So what are you going to do then? What was the plan? What
if I was 18 months pregnant? What would I do then?
18 months pregnant? What? What? Oh my god.
You ever seen that episode of Family Guy?
Yeah, I was like...
That episode of Family Guy when he's, like, talking to Bonnie. She's like, I don't want to raise my children around that pervert. And he's like, first of all, Bonnie, you've been pregnant for, like, 4 years. Either have the baby or don't. Second of all.
Honestly. I'll be honest, I 100% believe that she was just not pretending. Well, definitely pretending, but, like, she just had... I forgot what it was called. You know, like how some women, they actually believe they're pregnant, so then their body replicates that. I thought that's what they were doing with the show, and, like, she was just gonna, like, I don't know, have, like, a revelation, and then she'd just go back to, like,
it was like a fourth wall breaking thing, because that's just part of her character, is just being the pregnant, being the pregnant wife of a cop.
And then she gave birth, and then like, Stewie, I think, fell in love with, like, the baby or something like that. That was weird.
Was it that big?
Stewie too's been, like, a forever toddler. I'm not judging it, but I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, and then, like, at some point, you guys killed Brian.
So Family Guy
that didn't last long.
Family Guy's interesting because, like, the character development almost is, like, so different than it was, like, 20 years ago. Like, Stewie's original character was supposed to be, like, this little evil guy that's like trying to kill his mom and take over the world, and now he's just like this like bisexual little kid that's like going on adventures with his dogs, like time traveling and shit. I'm just like, what the fuck happened?
Adventure time.
What happened? Yeah. Like that episode where they went back to World War II and shit.
That was so weird. Or I remember the other one where like they what did they have? They had one where like it was the episode where like Brian died and Stewie was trying to like build a time machine, or he had a time machine, so he was trying to like go back to save him because they tried to like fix it because people were upset that like killed Brian.
Oh yeah, so the whole reason they killed Brian was as like a social experiment. I don't think they intended to keep him dead. So I thought they were always going to bring him back. But it was funny. They killed Brian, and then they bought a new dog, and then it was just like, okay, this is your new dog now. And then the next episode rolls into it, and that dog is in the intro for like 3 or 4 episodes in, and then fans are just like, wait a second, Brian's really
Who's
dead?
that?
Are you kidding me? Like fans went fucking berserk when they were like, Brian's really dead? What the fuck? What the fuck?
I don't know why they were surprised. I'm like, this is the same show that kept this really weird storyline of Peter fighting a mutated chicken. All right, and then this chicken ended up having a like they had beef going for like years, so long, and then the chicken had it. Like I said, the chicken had a family. Like. So, like, why wouldn't you believe obviously, they brought him back, but it's still just like, why would you not believe that he's not dead?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if they could have a chicken beef going for a while, I don't understand why they wouldn't, not kill off a character. It was like weird.
It was like a social experiment. They were like, how will fans react if we just kill one of their favorite characters? Like, let's just do it and see what happens. And then they did, and they were like, "Let's. What happens if we drag it out? Like, replace him in the intro and actually like implement him into episodes." And then people are
let's
like,
mess
"What?
Our face
You really killed because how Family Guy episodes work? It's like South Park. Like, you kill Kenny, Kenny's back the next episode. It's like
it's a freaking Dragon Ball Z situation.
Yeah.
Honestly. I kind of was okay with them killing Brian. I was like, we're finally going somewhere, I guess, now with the show. It worked on
me. I wasn't, like, furious about it. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And then a couple episodes later, they brought him back, and I was like, I kind of saw that coming.
I saw this coming. I knew. Yeah. I felt it in my bones. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should just kept it. That's just me though, because I'm not like super invested in like the show or like what happens and whatnot. So
they even made like a reference to them doing that in a later episode of Family Guy.
They did
in like later seasons. Yeah, I forget what it was. There was like that like fun facts were coming up on the screen and stuff for like a joke. And like one of the fun facts was like, Family Guy fans went berserk when we killed Brian, but you didn't miss him this episode, did you? And then you think back to yourself, you're like, oh shit, I haven't seen Brian this entire episode. They're right.
Because there are too many episodes where like he's just not in it, It's like you don't miss him because it's not like it's necessary to like remember that. But they had to pick Brian. No offense, but like. You know what I mean? The show's called Family Guy. The only Family Guy, like from the main family, would be Peter. And it's not like they're going to kill off the toddler. They could like jokingly kill Meg. But like, it's they've already shown to an extent that Lois and Peter do care for Meg, even though like they honestly like act like they don't. And they could kill Chris, but like they wouldn't because Chris is kind of also there to be used. You know what I mean? Like, as comedy. So, like, they're not going to kill the kids. They're not going to kill Lois. They're not going to kill Peter. And I don't think you can kill Peter. He survived, plane crashes, I think. So, I don't know. I can think the only person you can kill from the family that technically would be, like, a safe kill would be the dog. It makes sense. You know, people are gonna be upset. They're gonna be like, "How could you kill a baby?" Or like they would joke around about,
There also was an episode where Stewie did kill Lois.
There was?
Yeah, but it was like a two-parter. He killed Lois, but then it turned out she wasn't dead. She got saved by a bunch of mermen.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or something like that.
I guess, the more you know. I don't...
Family Guy's a great show. I love Family Guy.
It's all over the place. I did like the show. I don't know. I guess I grew out of it. I started really liking Bob's Burgers and then Archer.
Archer's very good. I love the voice actor for Archer. He also plays the
dad in Bob's Burgers.
The dad in Bob's Burgers. He plays the store clerk for the in Family Guy.
He does, yeah.
What else is he in?
I don't know what else he's been in. I just recognized his voice because I'm like, wait, aren't you the dad? Because I got into Bob's Burgers first before I did Archer, so I was like, whoa, I know you. And I was like, why do you sound familiar? Like when I first saw Bob's Burgers, I'm like, I know you sound familiar. And I remembered, like you said, he was from Family Guy. Not a lot of episodes, but, enough episodes, I want to say.
He was in a short-lived cartoon in the 90s called Dr. Katz.
What?
Yeah. He did another cartoon called Word Girl.
You know what?
Huh. Oh, he was in Wet Hot American Summer. That was a good movie.
I don't think I've seen it.
Show more. He's in a little bit of American Dad. Yep.
He is an American Dad, yeah. Okay, really quick, let me just ask.
That's all right. Yeah.
Have you? Okay, I can't say have you. How many times have you seen The Hangover?
Which one?
The first one, just
the first
in
one.
General.
Couple, maybe once or twice.
Okay. And the other one?
I've seen The Hangover Part 2 about a dozen times. That's the best one.
Okay. I just saw The Hangover for the first time a month or two ago or something like that.
Oh, you did? What'd you think?
My sister and my stepdad were shocked that I'd never seen it. It didn't age well. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, they'd all be canceled if they made a movie like that now.
Oh my god, the jokes in it, I was like,
Paging Doctor.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, oh my god. And it's not like I didn't want to laugh, but I'm just so used to it not being a funny thing that it was hard for me to find it funny. But genuinely, the whole movie, I was just as confused as the guys because I'm like, how are you this hungover that you don't remember anything? Only to find out that my guy fucking roofied them, and I was like, oh my god, how do you roofie someone? And then you guys are all high off of God knows what, and you're somehow, with what's his face, an Asian doctor, and I was like, where did
Mr.
he?
Chang,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, where did he come from?
You want to fuck on me?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I was like, I don't know. I don't remember if they explained it, but I was like, why was he naked in the trunk? I don't know if they explained that. I'm like, I know that they explained how they met, and I was like, I still don't know why he was naked in their trunk. That don't make any sense to me.
You should watch. I think The Hangover Part 2 is very, very good.
With the Mike Tyson tattoo?
Yeah, that's when Stu got the Mike Tyson tattoo. He was missing a tooth in the morning.
Yeah.
Alan
He was missing a tooth in the first one, too.
Was he? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was because he married the stripper, and he was talking. They were really drunk, or I don't know, probably high off of something. And he bet, I don't know why. He's like, I'm a real dentist, and so he pulled his tooth out with some pliers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not saying the guy isn't smart, but you would think that somebody with a medical degree to some extent would have enough common sense to know that you shouldn't pull out your fully matured tooth because you can't put it back. Like, you could, but like it's not like it's gone. You took out tooth; it's no longer attached to your skull. Like,
yeah.
And then now he pulls out another tooth in the set. What is with this man? Does he not want teeth? I don't understand. It's a weird culture phenomenon that I was not a part of.
I can't.
And then I glimpsed into it.
Yeah.
Very crackhead energy. Lots of crackhead. Like, I know for a fact that if I probably saw this when I was younger, I definitely could see myself maybe enjoying it, but like, I didn't. So like, I saw it now.
Yeah, I think I saw it when it first came out, and I was like, eh. But then the second movie came out, and I was like, dude, I don't know what it is about the movie. Maybe it's just because it takes place in Thailand, and it's so interesting. I don't know.
It does?
Yeah. So, spoiler alert, Stu gets married, and his...
Spoiler alert.
His fiance is Thai, and so they go to Thailand.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a cool fun fact, damn. Well, now I can't see, because now I know.
There's way more to it than that.
Yeah, probably.
Hangover Part 3 was weird.
Probably. Some movies should stop after a certain number.
Yeah, 3 was weird. I don't think they're making another one. But 3 was weird. The first one was alright. 2 I really liked. I'd say, if anything, since you've already watched the first one, watch the second one. I think the second one's much better.
Like, just in like its entirety, like as a movie, or like...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it even got better reviews too. Oh,
I don't know.
Not at all.
I'd probably have to see it with somebody because I'm not gonna watch it on my own.
The first one got better reviews than the second. The second one's so good.
Well, that was probably like on release. That or like it's been updated.
The third one got awful reviews though. Oh shit.
Oh, probably, yeah. I remember hearing about that. Like they didn't think that it would get like such bad reviews or something like that.
I thought the second one was better than the first one. And then they made the third one, and I was like, okay, yeah. Like you said,
they're milking it.
Yeah, it did seem like they were milking it. Like, nothing connected. It was just all over the place. I was like, what the fuck?
It kind of gave me... Also, like, watching it, it kind of gave me... And I shouldn't compare the two, because, like, they're nothing alike, like, genuinely. But, like, a lot of it was very reminiscent to me of, like, Jackass. But then I was like, I can't compare Jackass to this, because Jackass is... We all know how Jackass is, so, like, you know, but, like, it gave me that. I was like,
this crackhead energy.
100%. But, like, Jackass is, like, crackhead energy, but, like, if crackhead energy were a child, and they gave that child not only crack, but also caffeine, or probably, like, an energy drink, and you can't stop them. You know what I mean? Like, it's a tiny little psycho.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with them. Like The
Hangover was directed by the same guy that made Joker.
The one with the new one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
No.
Todd Phillips, yep.
Holy, are you kidding
And War
me?
Dogs. I don't know if you've seen War Dogs. That's a really good movie. It's a true story.
How did he make those? Yeah, isn't that the one with what's his face is in it too?
Jonah Hill and that guy that sounds like Jonah Hill but doesn't look like him.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't believe they were in the same movie. What is it? Miles Teller.
Yeah, but yeah, it was yeah, with really attractive guy. Why am I forgetting his name? Not Miles. I know it's not Miles.
Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, Bradley Cooper. That's what I was looking for.
He is a very, very handsome fellow.
He's a very attractive looking man. He definitely is. But I did see that one.
Damn.
But those Joker and War Dogs feel like two entirely different movies compared to that. Like cinematically, like the cinematography, nothing Yeah,
So,
even the music. Like,
you haven't seen the second movie yet. I can see it like from the second movie perspective, but like first movie and third
did he do the second one?
Yeah.
He did? Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's insane. He just doesn't feel. I feel like he did it.
Yeah, he directed the second one.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, I just looked it up. I looked up his name and I was like, movies, and the first one, Joker. I was like, really? Oh, they're making a Joker too? What the fuck? Also, the movie Due Date with Zach Galifianakis in it, and Project X.
Project X.
He did Borat? No way he did Borat.
Oh, well, I mean, if he did...
He didn't do Borat.
Did Hangover, then I could see.
Yeah. Still can't believe that was the first time you'd ever seen it. You'd have heard of it before, though.
No, I definitely heard of it. I just never bothered to watch it because it didn't seem like my kind of movie. Like, I don't mind, like, raunchy, or, like, you know, I don't mind movies that are, like, similar to that, but it just, you know what it gave me? It gave me, little kids movies that rely on, like, fart jokes as the main, like, funny source of jokes, and I was like, it's not that fart jokes aren't funny to me, but, like, they're not my thing, I want to say, at least. Like, I could go without a fart joke and still be fine. Like, I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes sense.
It's just a lot of comic relief.
Yeah.
I feel like the first one was, at least.
Oh, for sure. I don't...
I mean, I always talk about the second one, but the second one, it seemed like it had the same structure, like, of a Hangover movie, like, you know... It's called The Hangover, so obviously there's a hangover.
Yeah.
But in this one, it seemed like there was, like, confusion and, like, just disaster the entire movie. And then right at the end, everything, like, every little thing that ever happened in the movie just connects, like, just instantly, just puzzle piece moment. Like, you know how, like, when you're putting a puzzle together and you, like, can't find that one piece, and then as soon as you find that one piece, you put, like, 30 pieces together, and then you're, like, almost done the puzzle. Like,
I know what you mean.
It was like that watching the movie. It's just like, what the fuck what is going on? What is going on? And then you're just like, oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, it didn't just seem like a goofy movie. Like, it had its goofy moments. Like, there was a monkey smoking a cigarette. It was funny. Mm-hmm. But... like, it had stupid shit like that, but, like, it was... For the most part, it seemed like it had a fairly structured plot.
Oh, definitely. I can... It doesn't... I don't know how to... I don't know how to describe it. It's just a lot.
I don't even know if I finished it yet. Godzilla and King Kong. Kong versus Godzilla.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one.
How'd you like it?
I don't know. It wasn't doing it for me. The fight scenes were cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it just threw me off that Godzilla didn't really like look like Godzilla.
I mean, he looks exactly like Godzilla.
No.
Which Godzilla are you thinking of? Because all the Godzillas I've seen have looked like a big lizard.
I'm thinking like 80s and 90s Godzilla.
Yeah, he looks the same. He just doesn't have like a goofy fucking head. You know what I'm talking about?
You're thinking of like 60s and 70s Godzilla.
No, I mean, they all had goofy heads. Yeah, they all had goofy looking heads.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just look?
Yeah, this is a Godzilla I remember. There was a Godzilla that came out in the 2000s.
Oh, I saw that with Julia.
It was a T-Rex. It wasn't even
a T-Rex.
It wasn't even like Godzilla. Like, look at this. This is what Godzilla is supposed to look like. That's so Godzilla.
Mad. Yeah, I know. That's what when Julia showed me, she's like, "Do you see this?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "This is supposed to be Godzilla." I'm like, "Where?" She goes, "Look." I'm like, "No, are you sure? Like, this looks like something from Jurassic Park." She's like, "No, this is Godzilla." I was like, "What?" Yeah, I was like, this is literally, that looks like the dinosaur that they made, that they like the scientists ended up creating for like the one after, like the newest old Jurassic Park, where like they, created that like new breed out of like the Velociraptor and like T-Rex DNA or whatever they called that one. That's what it gets. I was like, that's what it looks like to me. I was very upset. I was like, excuse me. All right, I get that this was like the early 2000s, but you had great reference points. Goofy looking ones, but you had great reference points to use, and this is what you came up with?
Yeah.
Like, he comes from, like, he was created in, like, Japan, or I believe. In South Japan. I'm like, you have comics too. Like, you have action figure. You can see what he's supposed to look like, and you still A-okay'd that. Okay. Okay. Whoever made this was not a fan of Godzilla, clearly, because they didn't care.
Yeah. Plus they had, like, a big name actor in it, Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. They probably, like definitely put, like, a lot of money just for him, because clearly the money didn't go for Godzilla.
Yeah, I do prefer the older Godzilla series. Like, I loved Godzilla versus Mothra. That's one of my all-time favorites.
I hated that. I was very upset because I knew the lore behind Godzilla. Like, that's the thing that I liked about the new ones, was that, like, as far as I know that, like, Godzilla and, like, Mothra technically, yes, did have, like, problems, but like from what I definitely remembered and understood about them was that they were always on the same team to an extent. There was just a couple times where like they didn't team up or whatever. I could be wrong about my lore, but I was just like, I was very upset. I was like, you can't put a whole movie, no offense to like Mothra, like I love Mothra, I love playing as Mothra with I forgot what it was called. I don't know if you ever played it, but I remember playing it a lot with my cousin and, like, Julia. But the Godzilla, like, fighting game, where, like, it was just a giant monster arena, and you could play with, like, up to, like, 4 players. I'd always pick Mothra. I don't know why, but I really loved them. But I was just like, you can't compare a nuclear breathing lizard dragon, like, in essence, like, dragon, to a bug that can heal. Like, yes, Mothra can heal and has, like, great regen abilities, whatever. Has poison. But, like, Godzilla does have range because of his atomic breath. You know what I mean? Like, Mothra has to fly in pretty close to be able to do a thing. I don't know. It just felt weird. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, you're putting fire to a moth.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
Like, I don't, maybe Mothra isn't like that because, like, it's, a highly intelligent moth, but I'm like, it's still a moth. It likes bright things. I refuse to believe that it wouldn't fly into the breath because it's super bright and not die. I probably thought too hard on it. I will agree that I didn't like Godzilla versus Kong, only because of, like, the way they paced the story and how they built it up and like it. But as for, like, the visuals, I definitely appreciate it because it definitely reminded me of that game. Or, like, it was just a giant monster arena, and you're definitely fighting in the middle of a city, and you could, in the game, you could actually pick up, like, propane tanks, like, from trucks, and, like, toss it at other people, and they would explode. I don't know how to explode, but it would explode. It was a lot of fun. Like, when they showed, like, that scene where they were fighting in, like, the city, I was like, this is exactly what I was looking for. And they delivered. I was so happy. But then they did the whole entire thing with, like, Ghidorah and, like, Mecha Godzilla, and I was like,
Yeah, King Ghidorah. They're just trying to like pay homage to like the older Godzilla movies.
Yeah, like the story and all that. I know, but like I don't know.
I wish
like
they would
if
touch
you're
more
gonna
on like the Space Godzilla or the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Mecha Godzilla.
Like the actual Mecha Godzilla, right? I was like, if you're gonna bring Mecha Godzilla in here, don't like you know what I mean? Like if you were so set on using King Ghidorah, then like keep him alive. Like you didn't have to kill him in the same movie that you showed him in. Especially considering that like he's like Godzilla's like one of Godzilla's like I believe top enemies, like top 5 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like he's always known to just fight against Godzilla. It's like for what reason? Like nobody needs Raiden. Raiden fucking look at him. Look at him. Easy, you know? Came out of a volcano and was easily defeated by Godzilla. Like he didn't have to do anything to like defeat the guy. It was easy. I wanted to fight them. I was like, and Mecha Godzilla looked cool. Godzilla should have lost that fight. He only won because Kong was there.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I'm like, your story is so terribly written. Because, like, I don't know why they have. I mean, technically, you could get why they have beef, but it's just like, you have Godzilla traveling across the ocean, fighting Kong. He gets there. He fights Kong again. He uses all of his atomic breath, which we know that he needs time to recharge that stuff. And he was wasting it super hard for no reason against Kong. And then you get Mechagodzilla / King Ghidorah coming out of nowhere. And he's still able to use it, but like he's tired. So like he's not even fighting the way he should be. And he had to get help from an injured Kong. And they still won against a robot that technically, for all intents and purposes, was, you know, fully charged, like it was a full battery kind of situation. It still lost.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like you lost to 2 people that were dead tired and injured. I understand the premise of the story. Like I genuinely thought it was gonna be like a Godzilla versus Kong thing. It wasn't. It was Godzilla versus King Ghidorah again. I don't know why they put Kong in the title at that point. The fights, though, in the movie itself, I liked in parts. So I guess, yeah, I could agree. Like, it wasn't a good movie, but I liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
I think they were supposed to be
if they continue it on, I just hope they touch on some of the older monsters too.
Oh yeah.
Like Biolante.
Oh my god, it would be great. I'm just, you know, because they showed it in, I think that one too, like with when they first introduced King Ghidorah. I was like, you showed where like Godzilla is supposed to like go to sleep. You're just still, you know, and then like where Kong's like world is, and like not only are you showing like the technical center of the earth, but like you're still proving that the world's massive. So like there could be more kaiju, and I know that there's budgetary, you know, concerns when it comes to massive monsters and like details and all that, and like, you know, having to fit them on like a CG city and all that. But it's just like, if you wanted to make a good story, you have a lot of other things to go with. I'm just saying, better fights to use.
They really do.
You know, yeah, you know, like there are so many other kaiju that are great for fight scenes, and you went for the main person that's like the most recognizable, which was the 3-headed yellow dragon thing, and then Mechagodzilla and Kong. Like, why'd you show the other like little baby kaiju? Well, not baby kaiju, but you know what I mean. I was very mad I forgot what the mammoth's name is, but I was like, why is the mammoth here? No offense, but you're just a giant elephant. It's like, I get rated. Fucking, he came out of a volcano. I think they like referenced that he was the reason of like Pompeii or something like that. I don't know, you know. And maybe you could use him as a bad guy, but a giant pterodactyl, a giant elephant, and a 3-headed dragon, and then a big ass monkey. Those are the only ones you could come up with for Godzilla to deal with. Okay. I'm excluding Mothra because they use Mothra as like an ally.
The Japanese weren't very creative back then. Leave them alone.
I'm just saying, there are just too many. I don't.
I feel like really, because I feel like there's not enough.
Well, I say too many as in like, I don't know. It's Rodan. Rodan.
Yeah, the pterodactyl.
Yeah, I was saying Raiden. I don't know why I was saying that. But I remember there was a big bug one. It wasn't, what's the first one's called? I think that one was it. But no, it was a different one because I think that one came out of like the ground. This one like spit acid or something like that.
Oh, Biolante.
Yeah. You have like these really cool other. Well, I know I'm saying bug types, but like if you want to try and like make it make sense for like the world lore, you have the original island. You know what I mean? Like you have the island, you have Kong on there. You could definitely for sure wake up those giant bugs. I don't know where they would come from exactly, like world, like on the planet where, but you know what I mean? Like you have giant bugs to use as an actual enemy that could wake up and be pissed that like Godzilla and Kong are just shaking up the world for no reason. Like there was, what was the other one? It was in the game. What was it? I'm trying to remember. Let me Google. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I can't remember what it is. Why am I not remembering it? Was it Megalon? I think that was it. It was like this, it was like this bug with like drills on his hand or something like that. Really stupid. It looked really stupid. But that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know. There's just so many like weird looking ones. Like, they 100% look like freaking Pokemon. I don't know. There's just so many. There's too many, and like you guys are like sleeping on them. This is Moloch.
There's this one Godzilla movie that didn't come out too long ago. And
Which one?
I think it was like strictly Japanese too, but it had shitty CGI. And this was like a Godzilla that was like not like the typical Godzilla. It was like a super mutant Godzilla. And like the way they did the CGI, he was like just huge and like tearing up the city, and his tail was wagging all over the place. It was weird. It was called Shin Godzilla.
I wouldn't doubt that they created a different Godzilla again. I mean,
they created. It wasn't very popular.
They did Mecha Godzilla, and then they did Mecha Godzilla 3000 or something like that, and then they had Mecha King Ghidorah. Like they just, there's just too many. They literally can have their own little Pokédex, like call it a Kaiju Dex or something like that.
Kaiju Dex.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Right? I'm pretty sure they have one, though. They have to have one. They
probably do. It's just like they haven't tapped it yet. Like I feel like there's so much like potential with like the Godzilla fan base that they could like do so much cool stuff with.
That's what I'm saying. Like like I said, like they have the comics. Like you have the lore. It's all there. You have the original Japanese TV shows and movies. And you guys picked the giant spider to show, I guess, I think it was like the first one. And then like in the second one, you show the freaking mammoth and Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah. But like you have the giant big bug ones, and then you have a couple other monster type ones that look similar to Godzilla but aren't. You have other dragon type. You know what I mean? Like there's just the world's too big for you to just be picking those little ones.
Yeah.
Like just because they're famous doesn't mean you need to like pick just those. It's like only picking like the same when they do it with like Superman. They always pick Lex Luthor. I'm like, Superman has other enemies that are actually, no offense to Lex Luthor, but like that are actually good. Like good enemies for Superman to have to deal with, and you always pick the nonsense human who's got some weird inferiority complex. Like, leave him alone. A little small man compared to a god. I can't find the one I was thinking of. It's fine. But just in general, they have bug types that are interesting that they could use if they're gonna drag Kong out from his little hut.
His little hut. It's called Skull Island.
Saying, you know what I'm saying. Like, if you can show a Skull Island and like the weird, bamboo monster things, right? You can 100% show us good enemy types, okay? Like, you showed us the big monkey. Sure, people were super excited about it. I didn't understand that storyline with Kong fighting those weird lizard skull things when, like, I believe Kong's, like, normal. And they showed it in, like, Godzilla vs. Kong. His axe is a scale from, like, either Godzilla himself or, like, a predecessor, well, ancestor of Godzilla that Kong's ancestors had used because it's the same, it's the same material from the actual thing that they're fighting. Like, they're actual mortal enemies, but you showed some weird lizard thing with a skull on its head for an enemy. There's just, look at the game if you're going to reference something stupid.
Yeah.
And just...
The potential's there. We're just waiting for the right people to get a hold of it.
Waiting for too many people. Apparently, and I didn't know this until I decided to watch it, but you remember Pacific Rim?
Yes.
Yeah, it's technically connected to the world.
Of Godzilla?
Yeah, they're fighting kaiju that are coming out from little portals under the water or some shit like that, which is why they end up having these giant mechs. Like, it's like a spin-off supposed to be separate, but if you listen to, like, what they call them kaiju. Kaiju are the names of the giant monsters in the universe for Godzilla. So it was like...
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, like, you could literally go check. You could just type in Pacific Rim kaiju, and it'll come up with those weird-looking kaijus that they have. I say weird-looking, but, like, maybe they're not that weird. They're just not very familiar to me as, like, enemies, you know? There's a video for it. That is a ad.
Yeah, I knew they were, like, similar, but I didn't think they were actually called kaiju. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, they're and they rank them by, like, difficulty or something like that. But, like, to me, they look like monsters from Monster Hunter. Like, you would just go out with, like, your friends to go and grind the heck out of this monster to just take, parts of it to make weapons from. Because they look like monsters from Monster. I mean, maybe not to everyone, but, like, to me, they do. They look like something I could find in that world and go hunt and have an annoying time because of the way they're built and set up. As long as they're not like Kieran, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
Did you play Monster Hunter?
I did not. I got it for PS4 a while ago, but then I only played like 10-20 minutes of it. Never really got into it like that. Yeah. I feel like it was better to have people to play with, but I didn't have anybody to play with.
Aww. That's so sad.
Was it good?
It's definitely a lot more fun. Destroya, that's what it was. For Godzilla. Yeah, it looks like Diablo, but like Diablo when he's like standing on hind legs.
Yeah.
And thicker. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about.
I remember the movie with Destroya.
Yeah. That's the one I was thinking of when I don't know why I said bug type. He looks like, it doesn't really look like a bug. I don't know why I was thinking he looked like a bug. Yeah, no, I played Monster Hunter. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. But you definitely need, to an extent, you can solo it. Definitely a lot, to an extent, easier with friends, and it's also a lot better to play with friends, especially since you need to grind out the heck out of the monsters for like the armor sets and weapon sets, especially when you're gonna upgrade them. It's so annoying. And like depending on what type of weapon you're going with, it does make a difference fighting certain ones. Like, yeah, I'm forgetting the names because it's been so long. But there was I know as soon as I see it, I'd probably remember its name. There was one monster, like always, it was just always there. It was even in the movie that they made. It was stupid. But it's got like these giant horns on the front of it. Super ugly. I hate the asshole. But you could dig underground. Super stupid. But regardless, the weapons you would have to build against it are blunt weapons to break the horns on it. But then there are other ones that like fly that you would need a bow for, and then another one where you would need like a specific type of sword or axe. And like the game forces you. Is Diablos? Yes, Diablos. Fuck, I hate that bitch. That the game forces you to technically have to build out all the different weapons if you want to deal with all of them. You don't have to. Like, you really don't. You can, like, brute force the heck out of, like, you know, fighting with just one weapon. But if you want to play the game and you want to be able to, like, grind the monsters the best you can, you need to build. Like, almost every type. And every type also comes with a different element on it. So you can have, like, a poison, you can have electricity, you can have ice, fire. So dumb. There's just every monster has something to offer.
That's cool though that there's like builds.
It's no. Hold on, let me see if I can find it for you. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, but
like it's like almost exclusive, so you can't really get creative with it. Is what you're trying to say?
No. It's. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. So I'm trying to. Okay, well, this isn't exactly a picture. Let me see. I'm just trying to find. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. This is a great little picture. Oh God, it looks so ugly. Oh. Oh God. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show you this one for this is just for the swords. Okay. Let me send it to you. That is what
my God.
The tree looks like for just swords. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's for all the weapons. So when I say like you have to grind the hell out of these monsters, you have to grind the heck out of them to upgrade just for that. Like, so you want the fire tree, you have to grind to complete the whole fire tree. You want ice, you gotta grind it out. And it's so I had to give up the game because it was like that for armor and weapons, and they had how many weapons were in the game? I think it was the hammer, the bow, the sword axe, which can turn into an axe. You had daggers. I think you had like a type of heavy sword. It's just like off the top of my head, it was more than 5 weapons. Okay. Now, more than 5 weapons, and then imagine all of them having those skill trees. It's stupid. Oh, yeah, here it is. It was a sword and shield, dual blades, great sword, a long sword, a hammer, a hunting horn, a lance, a gun lance, a switch axe, a charge blade, the insect glaive, a tonfa, a magnet spike, an axle axe, light bowgun, medium bowgun, heavy bowgun, and then a bow. And then all of those have the skill tree that you just saw.
Oh my God.
So a lot of people were able to grind the hell out of the game and complete almost all the skill trees, but I had to give it up. I was like, I can't. You can't expect me to sit here and grind like 20 monsters. Not even, just the same monster over and over and over again. Just for like these like parts. I was like, I can't do it. I'm tired of fighting Kieran. I can't do it anymore. Stop asking me to. Or it would sometimes ask you like for like some mission like objectives to capture some of them. Which sucks because if you capture them, you don't get as much stuff as when you kill them. So it's, at least, especially if you're grinding, it's better to get them, like get the mission quests to kill them over capturing. It's all stupid though, don't matter.
Damn.
So yeah. So if you're like really you enjoy grinding and you like playing games with your friends and that you can grind, 100% Monster Hunter is your type of game. Like, dead ass. I would not lie. This is a game I can't lie about. That's what it is.
This is the only game you can't lie about.
No, because I mean, like, I could pretend and say, like, oh, yeah, WoW is, like, super grindy, because it is, and, like, you have to do so much for, like, all the different classes, but, like, you compared to Monster Hunter, no, you don't. Like, literally, all you have to do is build an armor set, and yes, a weapon set, and, like, enchantments and, like, mods. That's normal. That's, like, normal grinding stuff. Monster Hunter? Do you want to sit there and, like, build out your, your stupid bowgun? Guess what? You're gonna have to grind out this monster, like, 50 times. Oh my god. It's so, I wanna, yeah. No, and, like, the drop rate for a lot of different things also mattered because there wasn't RNG in the drop rate, so like you would have to sometimes do that. You would have to just over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Same monster, didn't matter. It was so dumb. And then like so you had like Diablos, which is like a regular sand color, and then you had like Black Diablos, which would drop the same type of items but just slightly different because it's black. It's not like, it's like that would build into its own thing. It's so, like, it's a ton of fun to fight the monsters. It's just not a ton of fun to grind them. That's just the point. So, yes, highly recommend if you're into grinding and playing grinding games with your friends, play Monster Hunter. I promise you, you will not run out of content. Basically, like, you will have a ton of stuff to do if you like grinding out and like filling out all weapon sets and everything. Armor sets too. And you can even, so you have like a little cat. I forgot what the cat is called. I just love calling it cat because you get one. So it's like a companion or whatever for you. So you gotta have them with you if you're soloing, or like I think if you're playing with two friends, you still gotta keep your cat or something like that. You can also build out little clothes for your cat. The cat, though, requires stuff from the monsters as well to build the same little armor set for them. So if you're trying to build for the cat too, you gotta grind extra. It's torture.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind a good grind, but I don't want it to be the main focus of the game, you know what I'm saying?
That is the main focus of the game.
God damn.
Well, okay. Well, it has to be because, like I said, so like certain pieces from certain monsters build into weapons that are great against other monsters. So it goes hand in hand. Like that is the gameplay, but that's the gameplay to continue for other. Like I remember I had to build. I forgot what weapon it was, and I forgot what the monster was, but I had to grind the heck out of this dog It's a red dog. I forgot the dog's name. I refused to learn the dog's name because I hated it because I had to grind it so much. Asshole. But I needed to grind it to build out a weapon that I needed to use for a mission that I had for a monster that I couldn't kill, and I realized why, and it was because I had to kill it. And it's worth it, especially like when you're able to build that weapon and then go on to a different monster, because that's how the game works. You have to grind out to like continue to to get to the next monster, and then, go from there. It's like it's a progression, but it's just really annoying once you've killed all those monsters, because now it's like, oh, here's this skill tree that you haven't actually completed that you can use to now fight those same exact monsters, but on a harder difficulty. Wow. Enjoy it.
This is all sounding too familiar to me. Being a WoW player.
Like I said, if you're into grindy games, this is a perfect game. It works out. It's,
Yeah.
Like if you like Destiny, but you want to play something a little more melee oriented, it's not entirely equivalent, but it's basically the same. Like you have to grind a ton to get the thing that you're looking for to build. But you're building it. That's the only difference. In Destiny, I don't believe you build anything. I forgot. It's been forever since I played. But yeah.
I've always wanted to try out that game For the King.
For the what?
For the King. It's not really grindy. It's like a run-oriented game. Like you have to like collect items, and you have like a party, and you go in with your party and gotta fight bosses and like monsters and stuff. And it's
a cute little. It is. It's so cute.
And you can play with friends too. It's crazy.
Aww, this is so freaking cute.
It looks really cool.
It does. I like the art style. I mean, if this game is grindy too, I don't know if I could do it.
I don't know if it's grindy, but
I hope not. I can't anymore. With Monster Hunter definitely killed grinding for me. I don't ever want to touch a game that has to force me to grind. I'm over it.
You'll play a game and then you'll love it so much, and you'll be like, "Oh no, I have to grind for this." And then
I don't know. I mean, it has to be a really great game. I haven't found a game where I'm grinding that like. Yeah, okay, that's a lie. The games I can play that are like grinding are RPGs. So like with Horizon, I like upgrading my weapons. I like getting the stuff to upgrade them and like upgrade my armor and like all my and getting the skill trees and all that. I don't mind grinding like that because it's for a purpose. Again, no offense to Monster Hunter, like it is for a purpose too, don't get me wrong, but it's still just like if you want to, like I said, like if you want to brute force it and just use strictly like you just want to use a sword and shield, and you need to have different like weapon like elemental types on it, you have to grind a ton to fill out the whole tree, because you're gonna need a poison type for some monsters, you're gonna need a fire type, you're gonna need an electric type, you're gonna need all that stuff. So you're gonna have to fight a ton over and over and over and over, and it's like after a while you are gonna get bored of dealing with the same monster over and over just so you can fight a different monster with the same weapon, when it would just be easier to switch to a different one. But even that different one, you'd still need to grind for that element on it. I can't. It's fun, but it's a little too repetitive for me.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I'm still waiting for Diablo 4 to come out, and I know that's going to be grindy.
Oh, I heard Diablo. Yeah, I think we talked about that last time. Like, Diablo is like very...
It can be very grindy.
Right? That's what you were telling me last time too. I was like, but like how grindy? That's the thing.
Carlos, you're lucky. I almost deleted the message, and then I saw it was you.
You're gonna block you. You're gonna be like, Carlos, you haven't been in my streams in a while. I'm gonna be like, because you blocked me. Like I said, it's definitely a better game if you're playing with friends. If you play with friends, you're fine. It's a great game. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend if you enjoy, like I said, grinding. Play with your friends. It's a good game.
Are they still
If
adding
not,
to it?
Monster Hunter, not the one that was on Play. Well, I don't know if maybe they did add stuff for PlayStation. I know that they have one for the Switch called Monster Hunter Rise, which I believe they still have some content for it coming out because it recently came out. So I saw deleted messages.
Yeah.
But they have like so many entries into the games, so like you're not. That's why I said like you're not running out of content. It's just like a lot to do unnecessarily.
Yeah. Anyway, are you ready to end?
Yeah.
Because it's over 2 hours now.
Sorry about complaining so hard.
No, it's fine.
Well,
All right. I guess we're gonna call it there.
Hi, Jordan.
Fun. Hi, Jordan. I don't think he's gonna listen to it all the way through.
Probably not. Well, he might just like edit like bits and pieces, but
Hi, Jordan.
make it 2.5. If you donate the money
Jordan
to Dat,
will kill me. I'm not doing that.
No. Like you could, if you pay Dat for the extra half hour, I think he'd be fine with it. Probably, but that's very hit or miss. You have to ask.
I don't know.
Ask for like next week if you want.
He's hosting next week, or so he says.
Wasn't he supposed to host like a bunch of times recently, anyways?
Every time I've hosted, he was supposed to, but then stuff falls through. It's fine. I ain't got shit to do on Thursday nights anyway.
Dang.
Ugh.
People.
So, yeah, that's it. Check back in next week. Possibly next week at twitch.tv/jordat_ for collective podcast number 24. Do you have anything you want to say to the people before we leave, Erlyn?
Make sure you eat. Or sleep if you need to sleep.
Sleep's important, I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, which she said too. I also recommend that stuff.
Also,
anyway.
yeah, wait. Also, if you can donate or help out the Ukraine, do that.
Oh yeah, exclamation point Ukraine. It brings you to a link that leads you to a lot of information about stuff that's going on with the war. It leads you to links for donations. Yep. My Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TheWeezus. Put in exclamation point Ukraine, and it'll give you a link. It'll bring you to this website that's got a lot of helpful links on what's going on, how you can help, all kinds of resources. It's great. Exclamation point Ukraine, yes. It's very sad.
It is.
But we can help.
Anyway.
Anyway, that's it. That's all we got.
Good night. Bye.